Minecraft mod packs are simply amazing. In this video I'm going to be going through 10 amazing mod packs that you must try today. Let's begin. Starting off at number 10 we have 𝓵𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼 Enhanced Vanilla. Now this mod pack's main aim is to pretty much just give Minecraft a whole new look and how you want to play it. Instead of going by the typical vanilla standards, and you can hear the music in the background for a brief moment there, but this pretty much tries to turn Minecraft with a little bit more of RPG, changing out the progression system just a wee bit to make it just a little bit more, I don't know, to renew the experience would be the best way to say it. Loading into this world, you'll notice that there's shaders activated by default. You can turn them off, you don't need to worry about them too much, but one of the biggest things you'll notice is that there's a lot of atmospheric purposes happening here. There's a lot of little extra foliage around. There's some little nice passive sound effects in the background of birds tweeping. There's like this. First off, the atmosphere of this world is just so much better with some of the mods that are added in. Now, the first thing you may notice is that I've got only 3 hearts. As we can see here, this has got a full-on leveling system to go with, as well as you got wave stones and so many other different things along those lines. It's just a very interesting mod. By pressing K, we go into our skill tree here, and as we can see, this is what makes Minecraft just a wee bit more annoying. So as you can see here, you got your health, which increases your HP points. You got your strength, which will increase your melee damage, as well as unlock certain tiers of swords. You've got agility, which increases your move speed and decreases fall damage. You got defense, you get increased protection, as well as you unlock more armor items, as well as exhaustion, so on and so forth. You'll probably notice one of the big things there is for that simple progression system there, it will lock a bunch of things by default that you'll have to slowly unlock via skill set, meaning that you can't exactly just speed run through this world, making the experience a little bit slower. Some people won't like that as much, that's why it's at the bottom end of this list, but it's still a really good and well detailed mod pack in the first. Now, this version I'm currently using is on 1.18.2 or 0.1, one of the two, but there are various different versions of 𝓵𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼 over time that have been on different versions of Minecraft. You want to check them out as well. The next mod pack of choice here is all the mods. Now this mod pack can essentially be called what is really just a compilation of a collection of awesome Forge based mods. Now this version of the mod pack is on 1.18.2 and seen as it's Forge with a lot of mods, there is a little bit of lag to it unless you install Optifine additionally on top of it. As you can see, there's a bunch of little additions here as well as major ones. First are some big new biomes and stuff along those lines, as well as just better advancement plates and so many other things along those lines. As I said, this is practically just a mod compilation. It gets a collection of awesome 1.18 Forge based mods, including stuff like Create is also involved here into the game. Pretty much giving you to have a fun experience and not having to take the time to set up a collection of mods for yourself, as this will do it for you automatically. Next mod pack of choice is Create Above and Beyond. Now if you like the Create mod, this is a really awesome mod pack for it, because basically it takes the Create mod, adds in a bunch of new custom recipe, custom progression, and a lot of other beautiful things that basically meant to surround the use of the Create mod. Instead of the Create mod being something you just use on top of your typical Minecraft experience, this mod pack goes out of its way to reconfigure almost everything to do with Minecraft to make it so that you actually want to make use of Create to make your life a lot easier. For example, one of the most notable things right off the fact is you won't get ores by default anymore. Instead, you'll get them in little lumpy pots, like nuggets. Stuff that you'll then smelt down into your other bits and pieces. Basically, get some raw material which you can smelt down to nuggets. And you're encouraged to use the Create mod because if you mill the nuggets and then wash them out, you get amply more nuggets from that material than what you would if you just simply throw it in a furnace. And so many other little things along those lines. Basically takes the Create mod and just expands upon it tenfold, allowing you to have a lot more fun and a lot more enjoyable experience. Also, if you're wondering what world this is here, this is a stream mod that I did back in earlier the year. I will actually be starting a new survival series on this on my second channel in the meantime very soon, so go check that out in the description down below. But let's move on to our next mod pack. Next mod we have is RLCraft, and I just want to say, if you haven't tried out this mod pack already, most people have probably heard it by now, mainly because it's such a common mod pack that is absolutely beautiful and was known as the way to make Minecraft extraordinarily difficult back in 2019, then I don't know what you've been doing. This mod pack is still as good as it always has been, and it's absolutely amazing for you to play out if you want to try out with it. It does really throw everything to do with Minecraft into a whole new whack. It's definitely something interesting to discover, and I'd always highly recommend this mod pack. This does take us back a few updates, I think to 1.12, but who cares in that regard? Like, it doesn't particularly matter what update we're on. It makes everything a lot more enjoyable anyhow, sometimes. But this is just like got a collection of amazing mods, and its main aim is just to make Minecraft so much more difficult. But it's an enjoyable experience, so if you haven't already, I highly recommend you do it. Like, seriously. If you haven't done RLCraft yet, then have you really played Minecraft? Stepping back into a more recent update, we've got Better Minecraft, which has got 2 variations of the mod pack. Actually, technically 4. So first off, you've got variations for 1.16.5 and 1.18.2. Both of those have both a Forge and a Fabric variation. Now the 1.16 one has both Better End and Better Never in both versions, mainly because Better End is on the Forge version of Minecraft, but it hasn't been updated to 1.18 yet. So the Fabric version of Better Minecraft right now is just by far the better version. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing it. For 1.16, they're roughly the same. They're both good in their own way, but for 1.18.2, currently the better version of it is the Fabric version of the mod pack. Mainly because the Forge version is missing out on quite a lot of mods right now because they haven't been updated as of yet. But basically, the idea behind this mod pack is it pretty much just revamps Minecraft. It's a quote-unquote Minecraft 2.0, if you will. And it's honestly a really fun mod. I played around with this on stream on several different occasions, and it's just a beautiful mod. There are so many things for you to explore and so many things. Honestly, I just find it fun. Like, this is just a fun mod pack. I haven't gotten too deep into this world here, but I definitely say it's worth your time if you want to play around with another better Minecraft mod. Now, next mod pack we have is Blockfront. If you're familiar with my channel and have watched any of my mod pack based videos before, you would have seen this one coming. Now one thing I should make clear is right off the bat is this is not a survival mod pack. At least it's not intended to be that way. Instead, this is meant to be a war game. This mod pack is taking the it attempts to recreate the entire a battlefield like experience in Minecraft. Now, one of the big things you will notice right off the bat is that a lot of lobbies will have bots filling in places, but there are legitimate players playing around, but not too many as of yet. But this is a very beautiful mod pack that I just highly suggest that anyone who hasn't ever tried out before, just try it out. Like, seriously, I don't know why people don't. Like, I wish this was more popular. I just got killed. That's besides the point. Like, it's just a really brilliant thing. Next we have the SkyFactory 4 mod pack. Now, this is basically Minecraft Skyblock, except it isn't. Because the objectives and everything to do behind this one is so much more different than what you would expect with typical Skyblock survival. Instead, your aim is to turn your little starting position here into a massive factory. I might stop this if I'm not careful. This takes the concept of the whole Skyblock thing just way further, allowing you to just attempt to, well, turn your little starting position such as this into a massive factory over time. Overall, it's just a fun mod pack to progress through, as it really does give you a whole new way of doing Minecraft related shenanigans that just change up so much. The next mod pack we have is the Medieval Minecraft mod pack. Now this adds in a collection of awesome fabric mods. There's also a Forge version of this mod pack too for 1.18.2, but you do end up missing out on a lot of the cooler features. For example, Origins, which is available in this version, which has a collection of cool custom ones as well as some default ones, which I might go through on a later date. Anyway, we spawn into the world, and look at the beautifulness of this. Wow, that actually is some really cool generation. Now, there's a lot to see here. You got a starter pack. You get off some leather armor by default. I'm a Origin that has wings. Fair enough. Now, this will be a bit confusing at first. That I can definitely see being a possibility. But this is just like such a nice little thing to be able to enjoy. A new way to play Minecraft, and that's what half the idea of this video is for, this list video, to give you a bunch of new mod packs that are awesome, that also allow you to play Minecraft in a whole new way than you've ever thought of before. Now, originally what mod would have been here would have been the Vault Hunters mod pack, because I feel that's really cool, but I just couldn't get it to work for me, so it's been replaced by the Parasites mod pack. This is basically just the Parasites scrape and run mod with a collection of other little mods to just make a little bit more enhanced experience with it. As I said, this was originally meant to be Vault Hunters, but we got this one instead. This one's a bit of an interesting mod pack. As I said, Parasites. The Parasites are trying to take over the world, and you've just got to stop them. There's a lot more detail to this world, a lot more sound effects, some new generation, and so many other things along those lines, as well as the awesome Parasite mods that we all know and love. Ultimately, this could be a fun mod to play around with, and it's actually been used in, this is the mod pack used in a 100 days video created by 𝓵𝓷𝓷𝓴𝓼 not that long ago. Ultimately, just a really cool mod pack. It's got a lot to it, and it could be very interesting, as well as it could be very difficult at the same time, depending on your own luck. Now, the last mod pack of this video is the SevTech Ages mod. Now, the main idea behind this is it wants to reinvamp the entire progression system. Yeah, I know. There's been many mods packs that I've shown you today that already aim to do that. This one's very laggy for me. I hope that this is just my own problem. But Jesus Christ. I hope it's just a problem that I'm having lag because it's like I'm recording at the same time. This is very laggy and I have no idea why. I'm guessing it's an issue on my end because I've been having a lot of issues trying to get a lot of mod packs to load today. But basically, it wants to provide a long-term progression experience for the player with proper purpose. As not just going to give you a bunch of random stuff to elongate your playthrough that's pretty boring, it wants to just have a bit more of a fun way of just expanding the progression of this game. It adds a bunch of new mechanics to deal with, as well as hiding ore until unlock. It hides a lot of things until you unlock it. For example, there's the mod of what am I looking at? That is unlocked until a certain point throughout your progression, which is very interesting tactics, to be completely honest. New mobs will start to actually appear as you progress further, and so many other interesting things along those lines are following the custom advancement routes. But either way, this is too laggy for me, so I'm not going to go too much further into it. You can get the basic understanding of it on the actual blurb of the description of the mod itself. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button down below and make sure to click this video on screen now to go check it out. Also, yes, I just did move, and check out my second channel too. Bye!